Good evening and welcome to the Litchfield Recreation Commission meeting for tonight, September 10th, 2024. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll have a quick roll call here. To my left, I have Andy Ruggles, member.
Here.
I'm Chris Burns, head chair. I am here. Absent with notice, we have Steve Weber, Steve Gannon, the selectman's rep, Jeff Town, Mike Bosky, and Judy Brennan, the secretary, and Peter Ames, the vice chair. I don't think I'm missing anybody, right?
I think that's everyone.
Okay, all right. So we have the approval of the minutes for August 27th, but without a quorum, we cannot vote on approving those minutes, so we will table that until our next meeting. And at this time, we'll open up the floor to public input. Without anybody here, we will close public input. So moving on to facility and field requests, there is one request in for the class of 2004. This is a request from Surendra Rodriguez. The request is to use Talent Hall on November 9th, 2024 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the class reunion of the class of 2004 from Campbell High School. They do have a COI on file, or at least sent to us. They're planning on possibly some food, mostly just small appetizer type stuff. There is a question about alcohol, whether or not they're asking if it can be served or BYOB. I'm assuming the start time is 6 p.m., so they'll probably want it a little bit earlier than that for setup.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's in there after 2 o'clock, which I think is the time basketball is done in there.
Was that a Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. So I'm fine giving it to them starting at 2 if they wanted to get in there early to do that. I mean, we can't really vote to approve it right now, but we can at least have a discussion.
Sure.
So any questions about that? I have been in contact with them a little bit, so I have a little bit of feedback.
I think it's a great use of Town Hall to, welcome back our members of our graduating class of 2004. And, obviously we want to cross our T's and dot our I's on the alcohol and having I believe they'd have to have a police detail.
Correct.
On site, and possibly more insurance. I don't know what they had. I didn't read it. I didn't inspect it to see.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are on that. I can certainly run it by the town and see what they think.
Yeah. I think that would be a.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the expected attendance is anywhere from 50 to 100. They will have a DJ or some music of some form. So we can hopefully check what's going on with that, and then I can make the approval on that. After the meeting or outside of the meeting, once everything's confirmed.
We have time.
Yeah.
We have another 2 meetings before.
Well, they do want to make sure that they can confirm that the hall can be used for that date.
Right, so they don't have to find another place.
They don't have to find another place, and they can make all the arrangements they need to.
Got it.
So they are nervous about the time frame, shortened time frame, if they wait even till the next meeting before it's approved.
Got it.
So that's one of the issues.
So maybe we hold another meeting, emergency meeting or something.
Well, I do have the ability to approve.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, requests.
I thought they had to be prior approved requests. For instance, for stuff that's basketball has used Town Hall in the past. I don't recall fully. Right. I have no problem with it, but I'm just stating what I remember.
I'll put the feelers out and figure out.
Yeah, just find out.
Yeah.
No, I don't really care.
So we will table that until we have a resolution there, but chances look good. So we'll move on to old business. There's the Town Hall shed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take this one. I took a drive down there because Judy had asked me to take a look at it. And it does look repairable. You know, obviously the roof is shot. There's a couple pieces of sheathing for the roof that need to be replaced. A couple boards on the bottom, like where the water drips up and whatnot. And then the door. So Steve Weber said he was gonna reach out to a local contractor or two and try to get some pricing on that.
Okay, great,
But I think it would definitely be worth rehabbing
great, perfect.
and,
I agree.
and cleaning out for
Yeah.
that matter, because there's a lot of crap in there that
Yeah.
it's probably been in there since 1970. So
Yeah, I would agree with that. The pictures that you sent help visualize it. You know, it can certainly be a decent storage space
yeah,
once we get it fixed up. So thanks for taking a look at that.
yeah, no problem.
We'll move on to the flooring in Talent Hall. I did meet with another vendor out there that looked at it. I think I spoke about it a little bit at the last meeting. They did provide a few estimates for that. I know Ron at the Pickleball Association has some concerns with the structural integrity of the floor itself. So I've done a little bit more research. I actually spoke to a structural engineer this morning. I'm going to meet with him on Thursday morning out there. He's going to poke around a little bit. He's going to hopefully provide us an estimate to provide a pretty detailed report.
Well, I
on
think
it.
tonight we should nominate Steve Weber to climb down in there and take some pictures.
I think this guy will take care of it all. I'm hoping he will, because I don't want to go down there.
I don't either.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe we can get
Or
Kevin,
Steve
Kevin
Gannon.
Lynch has been down
How about
there.
the
We can get him.
Steves? How about two Steves? We can't send one Steve in that hole.
Which one's taller?
I don't know.
We can always, I think Steve Gannon might be taller. We can have him hold Steve Weber's ankles and
his
lower him down.
feet.
Yeah, okay. All right, so there'll be more to come on that. And I'm gonna continue to involve pickleball in that because they are,
Yeah,
they've
they're
offered to help with
yeah.
some of the finances.
Yeah.
So moving on to the tennis courts. Few meetings back, I had mentioned I had ordered the tennis nets, the replacement nets. Those have come in. I have them at my house.
At this point, should we just hold off till next spring?
That's my thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
The court to the left, if you're in Albuquerque, the court to the left, that net was in pretty rough shape. I put some white duct tape around it because it was tearing from the top.
Yeah.
And that seems to have held pretty well for this summer. The court to the right, I've noticed, has started to tear as well. It's nowhere near as bad as that court was, but I may just go down and throw some duct tape on that one as well, just to get us through the rest of the summer,
I mean, honestly, what do we
Fall
have?
season.
3 weeks left.
probably.
You know,
So,
So-
I just don't know where to store those for the winter, whether or not we put them, in the past, we've always put them upstairs at Town Hall.
Yeah.
I know we have those storage bins for pickleball. I'm wondering if it's worth getting an additional storage bin, maybe not necessarily as large as the
Right.
ones for pickleball.
So you don't have to
Yeah, but
go over to town hall
put it
to
at
put
the,
up the nets.
Put it at the tennis courts as well.
It's a good idea.
Um,
I mean, I don't think those
I know
were huge
Judy-
money.
Judy got those, yeah, I wanna say they were around $500-600, somewhere around there,
Yeah.
for the big one.
Yeah.
So a smaller one should be significantly less.
Yeah, probably $300. You can put both nets in it.
Yeah,
Call it a day.
that'd be my guess. So maybe I can have Judy look into that.
Yeah.
When she's back from her vacation. And that should take care of the tennis courts, at least with the nets.
So, we did also get an email today regarding the tennis courts and their,
I haven't seen it.
basically it just said, asking if we have any plans to repair the courts and whatnot. I didn't respond, but, it came in at 4:30. It said, they're in pretty rough shape, so.
I don't have that email.
Really?
Nope.
It came into RC at Litchfield at 4:33 PM. Jim Taunton.
Nope.
Okay.
I do not have that.
Interesting. But to answer the question, we did look into it. unfortunately, the cost to repair is more than what we have. I'll respond back to the gentleman's email.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving on to new business, the calendar and programming. So it's come to my attention, I think that it's actually listed on the calendar that Sunday's Litchfield Youth Soccer is scheduled for the fields at Dara. That's supposed to be Litchfield Girls Softball instead of that. So I don't know who usually programs that in, if it's one person, if a few people here share it.
I have it. I never put anything
You
in
never put
unless
anything,
asked.
I don't even know how to.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, I can switch it right now.
yeah, so I'd like to designate somebody to kind of manage that calendar. Somebody, specifically somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
Anytime
we
we
could do.
have,
How about we do that tonight?
we can do that tonight. Can I get a nomination? So, yeah, just that way there's less confusion. We can update it, either during or after the meeting. Once things get approved, you can go right in. So maybe that's something to bring back up
Yeah, agreed.
when we have somebody.
So it says LYSL games. Is that not
That's Litchfield Youth Soccer, Litchfield's
LSYL?
no, it's LGSL is Litchfield Girls Softball.
LGSL. Consider it done.
All right, perfect. You're the best. Now we have, that closes new business, so we will move on to other. We have, the emails for September is Judy. October is Steve Gannon, and November is Mike Bosky.
Yeah, I'm helping Judy out this week because she's away.
Well, she's away, thank you.
Yep.
Our next meeting will be September 23rd, and then October 8th and 22nd. Sorry, if I could circle back a couple other items I wanted to mention too, that I just wrote down at the bottom of this. So I did get an email from Kim Kleiner. We have some budget cuts that we have to look into. They're due by the 17th. We need to do whatever we can to try and help bring our budget down, just to help the town as a whole, given the tax cap and where the town is currently.
What sort of cut? I mean, it's funny because we don't, our budget is literally exactly what we pretty much need.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So
I mean, it's propane's fixed, electricity, field maintenance.
There is a pretty decent cut that we can make to the portables. The company that serviced them prior to the one that we're using now had reached out to the town and offered a substantial discount
Oh, awesome.
to go back to them.
Oh.
I don't remember what that dollar amount is off the top of my head, but that could be a pretty good savings, at least on that end of it. But yeah, beyond that, unless we wanted to look and see on things like trash pickup, the town has a custodian that deals with talent now, right? So we're not paying an outside entity for that, right?
Right,
Unless we
yeah.
cut down the number of cleanings, there's not much we can do there.
Right. I would think you would need a minimum of
Yeah.
once a week. I mean, that
At least
just
during the
seems
winter.
fairly standard.
At least during the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can put that out in an email to everybody
Yeah.
too and try and get some ideas.
Can you circulate what our budget,
Mhm.
just so we can see
Yep.
it? That'd be
I
awesome.
can send that around, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then.
But there's
the-
not a whole lot to trim. is all.
It's tough, yeah,
Yeah.
there's not. The other item that I wanted to mention too is, I know Peter's been pretty heavily involved, or at least chasing down the, list for the CIP. So if there are any other suggestions, we want to get that put in. I think there's a meeting on the 16th that I'll be attending for those that we need to present those to.
Just another kind of, sorry, I don't want to interrupt your train of thought, so if you got more.
Nope.
Okay. One other thing I was kind of thinking about was possibly going to warrant for the replacement of the pump at Sawmill.
Okay,
Since it's like a known item, we know it's on its way out.
Yep.
It's one of our heaviest used fields. it may be worth seeking that money to just repair it and be done with it.
Yep, okay. Yeah,
You know.
that's not a bad idea.
You know, just doing that.
That's not a bad idea.
Rather than, we do have that money we have the money that was, allocated to us for emergencies. Do we have to re-up that warrant too, or no?
Not sure.
I don't know how that
I'm
works.
not sure.
We'll have to get the selectmen's rep in here and find out.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I was just thinking about it the other day, so if we need to do that, we'd probably have to get on that sooner rather than later. So maybe I'll write an email to the crew this
Okay.
week and just say, hey, what do people think about it and how do we want to word it?
Sounds good. So I think that about covers it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Can I second it?
I think so.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
The adjourns of the meeting for the recreation tonight on September 10th. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.